So, Stockholm, Sweden, birthplace of ABBA, IKEA, and of course, T-Series. Wait. No, that's not right, is it? Ryan's toy? No. Oh, PewDiePie. Yeah. Yes, PewDiePie. And now I am embarking on the long, grueling, difficult journey to this faraway, mysterious land.
Will I mean? Yeah, I'm here. It wasn't really that deep. Yes, I have arrived in Stockholm. It's about 11 now because my flight was really early. It was like 6:30. But first impressions are cold. It's cold. Very cold. And I feel like an absolute zombie because I've hardly slept. I was up at like 2:30 to get to the airport. So I need to find a cafe, get some tea and some food, because right now my energy levels are minus 700.
Oh, hey MCV, welcome to my crib. Lol, Bants, it's a hostel. But to be fair, as far as hostels go, it's not too bad. There's only 4 beds in here, so there's only 3 other people, so it's not like some hostels I've stayed in where there's 87 people in one room. As you saw today, pretty much just ended up being me wandering about. There wasn't really any proper plan. I ended up at the Stockholm Library, which was cool. You know, they have a couple of books. Could probably do with a few more though. You know, it's not much different to my bookcase at home, to be honest. Okay, maybe they have a few more than me. I'm gonna just sit here for a little bit, try and get some energy back because I am absolutely dead. I've been up since 3 AM. It's now 3 PM, so that's 12 hours up, and I've done something ridiculous like 78. Okay, I was going to say 78,000. I've done 15,000 steps, but still, it's a lot of steps. So I'm pretty tired. I'm going to head back out in a little bit because this hostel's actually in a really good area. It's in the old town here in Stockholm, which is called Gamla Stan. Probably pronouncing that terribly, but it's a very popular area for tourists because, you know, it's the old town in Stockholm. It's got all the old buildings, old architecture, the royal palaces around here. So I'll probably just wander around here, see some stuff, and then there's a photography museum that I want to go to whilst I'm here. I may go to that tonight, but it depends on how much energy I have because, you know, a few more thousand steps and I might just pass out on the floor. So I managed to stay awake long enough to go to the photography museum, but it's about 7 now and I'm done. So I'm gonna go get some food and then maybe get some snacks or something, head back to the hostel and just chill for the rest of the night. I'm thinking I'm gonna go to this restaurant that's pretty popular called Meatballs for the People, because if we've all learned anything from IKEA, it's that Sweden are famous for their meatballs. But I must admit, I have a shocking confession. I've never actually had meatballs from IKEA. I know, blasphemy. So I don't really have anything to compare them to, but
It looks like they're sort of making meatballs fine dining, which is, you know, a bit of a stretch. So I'm expecting big things. I say I'm gonna go there. I also know what I'm like. I'm really tired. I don't know if I can be bothered to sit in a restaurant. So if I see like a burger place or a McDonald's, I might be swayed. Spoiler alert, I went to McDonald's. Look, it had been a long day, alright? I was tired. I couldn't be bothered to sit in a restaurant. Don't judge me. So, day 2, and my plan for the day was to hit up some vintage shops because quite clearly I'm a fashion icon and connoisseur of wavy garms. And then after that, go to a few of the metro stations here in Stockholm because they're famous for all having different art and murals in them, so let's go. And I did actually buy a couple of bits, as you saw, so let me model those for you right now.
Introducing to the runway for the first time, the mesmerizing Courtney Mayo. Right. Back to the video. Just a quick note here. I know this is like a fun little montage and makes it seem like this is all really quick and easy. This whole process took 4 hours. In fact, it took so long I didn't even manage to go to all the stations I wanted to go to on day 2 because I was so tired and hungry at the end of it, I couldn't be bothered. So I ended up having to leave a couple for tomorrow. So, yeah. Day 3 and my final day in Stockholm, and as I mentioned before, my first task for the day was to finish up with the last 2 stations I didn't manage yesterday, so here they are. Cool. thank God that's finally done. After that, I didn't have much of a plan left, so I went to a popular park that's full of colourful sheds. I don't know either. And got some pretty nice views. And that was pretty much my trip to Stockholm. After that, I just got some dinner and then flew home the next morning. So I've been back for a few days now and have had time to think and reflect upon my time in Sweden. So what are my overall thoughts on Stockholm? It's a bloody great city, to be honest. In fact, it's probably one of my favourites out of all the European cities I've been to, and I've been to quite a few. So what did I like about it? First of all, it's not a myth what they say about Swedish people. They are ridiculously attractive. I didn't know how much to believe it until I saw it with my own eyes, because everyone always says that, but now that I have seen it with my own eyes, I'm convinced they put something in the water over there. If this was one of those tier list videos, Sweden would be S tier in the gene pool rankings. Number 2, they bloody love their dogs. We always go on about being a nation of dog lovers here in England, but we could have competition from the Swedes. I was there 3 days and I reckon I saw at least 500 dogs. They were going in shops, cafes. I saw big dogs, small dogs, one-eyed dogs, three-legged dogs. They bloody love their dogs. And any city that loves dogs that much is always going to rank highly with me. Number 3, it's not as expensive as everyone makes out. I was expecting to have to donate a kidney just to be able to buy a drink, but honestly, it's barely that different to London. I don't know whether it's the case that one of the other Scandinavian countries is really expensive and they all just sort of get lumped in together, but if that's putting you off going, don't worry about it, you'll be fine. And finally, this is a really stupid one, but they've got zebra crossings on basically every street over there, and it's bloody great. It's so easy to cross, it didn't feel like cars were having to stop all the time and it would be annoying for them. Sweden. You've got love for the pedestrian and I respect that. So, would I recommend going to Stockholm? Yes. Yes, I bloody would. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm going to be trying to upload regularly on this channel. I've got some more travelling planned. I'm going to Genoa in a couple of weeks, so obviously I'll be filming that. And I've got some other great video ideas in the works. So if you did enjoy it, maybe consider subscribing. I don't know. I'm not your parent. I'm not going to tell you what to do. If you don't want to subscribe, that's fine. Thank you for watching this video anyway and getting this far. And maybe I'll see you around.